Hello and welcome. Today is day 2. We are talking about making time, taking time to take better care of ourselves. And today I'm going to tell you a little story about how one of my clients, by taking care of herself, she created a lot more time for her girls, for her family, and for the things that really mattered to her. So I'm going to jump right in and tell you about that. All right. So Liz is a teacher, and Liz is not her real name, but I'm just saying. All right. So we're going to call her Liz. She's a teacher, and she was teaching during the time of pandemic. And I don't know if you remember that far back, right? It does seem like just yesterday, although it's been I don't know how long. Anyway, so during the pandemic, when everything shut down, she was home, and for the very first time in a very long time, she felt peace and balanced, and she had a lot more time than she normally does. And she realized that this was the first time in her adult life that she felt free, that she felt like she could breathe again. And it felt really good, really, really good. How many of you can relate to that, right? Did the pandemic, do you remember in the beginning when everything shut down and we were kind of all home for a while? Did that feel like a reprieve for you? No more going to dance lessons and ball practice and all the meetings and the working late hours and all of these things that were happening, right? We all of a sudden were just kind of home. And how did that feel for you? Like, write a yes in the comments if you can absolutely relate to that. If the beginning of the pandemic was a time that was a really big wake-up call for you, like it was for Liz. So let's fast forward to being a teacher in 2020. Was that, 2020? It's just 2021 right now. All right, so fast forward to the following year of teaching. All right, they're back in school, and not only are they back in school, but they're back in school like with all of the massive struggles and challenges that they were facing at that time. And so now she noticed what was missing, this freedom and this peace and this calm that she had no idea that she was actually missing in the first place. She didn't know that this was missing from her life until she had it. And then fast forward to she's now coming home completely exhausted, depleted, falling asleep at 4:30 in the afternoon and sleeping until 5 o'clock the next morning, because that was all the energy she had. All she had, she was giving to her classroom, she's giving to her job. And she didn't have anything left to give to her 2 teenage girls. And that was when she knew like something had to change. I'm going to use her words. She had to see about herself. I love that. She had to see about herself because she knew this is not the life that I want to live. This is not the way it's supposed to be. I cannot go to sleep at 4:30 and sleep till 5 o'clock every day, 5 a.m. every day. This is not the life that I want to have. This does not work. This is not working. And I need to see about me. So that was when she started. That was when she started working with me and working in this program. And y'all, two months in, she is now, I have a video, it's called Time Bending. That's totally her. That is all her. She started like creating these mornings where she was waking up at the same time, leaving at the same time, only now she was fitting in like 5 more things and having complete like calm, balance, focus, and, just being creative at getting everything together and getting out the door on time. And it was amazing. So if you haven't seen it, go check out the video, Time Bending. So not only is she bending her time in the mornings, but also she has more time to give to herself and the girls because she has learned how to prioritize what is important to her. And more importantly than that, she has learned, I'm not even going to say learned, she has remembered the worth and the value of her time. So rather than saying yes, 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 all the time because somebody else needed her, she started to really discern and look at like, what is my responsibility and what's not? To go from a friend who always picks up the phone no matter what because they might need her, to someone who turns off her phone on the weekends so that she can maintain her time for herself and for her priority, which is her family, right? To go from a yes girl to yes all the time, right? Because you're so afraid of letting somebody down. You're so afraid of saying no. What are we really afraid of in that moment? What are we really afraid of when we can't say no? What are you really afraid of when you can't say no? To going to someone who, or becoming someone who highly values her time and her energy and believes in she's worth it. She's worth it to prioritize her efforts, and she no longer has to feel guilty about saying no when she needs to. That's what I'm offering you. That is what you are going to get when you, not only when you work with me, but when you start to peel off these layers of why we do what we do and how we've been conditioned to think and do them for so long. We start to peel back these beliefs. And when you do that, you find you. That was the biggest gift. It's the biggest gift that she has found. She says that the biggest takeaway from her investment in herself was when her girls told her that they were so glad that she got a wellness coach because it gave them her back. It gave them their mom back. And it gave her herself back. You know, we tend to lose our identity a lot, especially as caretakers and helpers. We tend to lose that identity as moms and teachers and nurses and coaches and all the things. And sometimes what's missing is you. You're missing from your life. So I want to help you get that back. And if you want to know more about that whole process and what that looks like, I will be putting a link to the page in the comments so that you can go check that out, okay? But all this week, that is what we are talking about. And tomorrow, I'm going to be bringing you my own personal story and when I had that epiphany moment. And also, you're going to see in this story that you don't have to change your whole life in order for things to change. Okay, you don't have to leave your job. You don't have to run away from your family in order for things to get better. Okay, I promise I can show you that. I can show you it. I have already been through it all and I've written the roadmap and I want to hand it to you because I want you to do it for yourself because I want you to feel better so that you can love life every single day and so that you can bring your gifts of being calm and creative and balanced into your life so that you can do amazing things because the world needs that. The world needs more of you and your family needs the best of you, right? We love our family. That's why we give all the time, giving all the time, right? Doing all the things because they need us. They need the best of you, not what's left over, right? So we're going to talk more about exactly what this process looks like and what you can expect to see from it tomorrow. If you want to know more right now, click that link in the comments and I will see you later.